Alright guys, how's it going? It is a Thursday, the 19th of August 2021, and you're watching KopTalk.tv in association with footballclubshares.com, where you can buy real shares in real football clubs. That's right. How's it going, guys? You alright? It's a bit miserable, isn't it? Do you not think? I mean, look, I know we got off to a good start and all that, but I was hoping we'd have seen a few more transfers by now. We need to get rid of them two fuckers, don't we? We've got to get rid of them two. Keep the faith. I've just done a video today for the members where we're talking about transfers and things like that, and the latest thoughts and things as to what's happening. So if you want to see that, it is on this YouTube channel or the members' website. All right. So what I thought we'd do is just have a little mooch around at stuff that was in the that's in the news today, if you like. And one of these things that made me chuckle a little bit was that Liverpool apparently are the front runners to land Erling Haaland. Okay, so if you look at this, as how can you say it, like an abbreviation, like a little headline, you would look at that, right, and it would read like this: Liverpool are front runners in the race to sign Borussia Dortmund and Norway striker Erling Braut Haaland, 21. Okay, so you'd look at that and think, ooh, that's all right, innit? The rest of us would obviously know that that's not true anyway. But it was interesting. I thought, all right, okay, well, what's, who's making these claims and what are they basing that on then? And on the Mirror, the Mirror newspaper, I'm just looking at their website. It says Liverpool are yet to make a mammoth transfer in the summer as Jurgen Klopp eyes more prudent deals after the arrival of Ibrahima Konate. But there is rumours over Erling Haaland. Should that not be? But there are rumours over it. What do you reckon is or are? Liverpool fans might be forgiven for feeling a little envious of their Premier League rivals this summer. The likes of Manchester United, Chelsea, Man City and Arsenal have all brought in reinforcements during the transfer window. Some include Romelu Lukaku, Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho and Ben White, but the only arrival at Anfield so far is Ibrahima Konate. The Frenchman was brought in for £35 million early on in the summer, but it has been all quiet on Merseyside since. But that could be about to change amid talk from a former member of Bayern Munich's hierarchy that they believe the Reds to be the favourites to snap up Erling Haaland. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we're the favourites? Liverpool are the frontrunners to pull off a sensational transfer for the Borussia Dortmund phenomenon Erling Haaland. That's the verdict of, now this is where it's coming from, former Bayern Munich and Dortmund striker Michael Rummenigge, who reckons the Norway international will dominate football for years to come alongside PSG ace Kylian Mbappe. Asked whether Haaland and Mbappe will set the standard for footballers going forward, he told Sport 1, yes, they could get there. We'll have to wait and see where he, Haaland, goes after this season. Real and Barca have financial problems, so I could imagine him moving to England. His father used to play there too. I could well imagine Liverpool for Haaland. What do you think, guys? I mean, look, I'd jizz my pants if we signed Erling Haaland, you know what I'm saying? But when he was available the last time, do you remember? And I can't, my timeline, I've completely forgotten my timeline. What I mean by that is, normally I could say to you, 2 windows ago, or 2 transfer summers ago, or 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago. But because of the pandemic, we had the football cancelled and the pandemic and just the way that things have gone, I genuinely can't remember when Haaland was last available. It was the January, I believe, that we signed Minamino. And at the time, we were linked heavily with Haaland. And I'm sure he moved, some of you will know, you'll have a better memory than me, for less than £20 million, and Liverpool didn't get involved. And he was, as Brendan Rodgers would say, fantastic back then. So why would Liverpool pay all that money now? We're talking about Liverpool, aren't we? I mean, we are not, I don't care what anyone says, as ambitious as our Premier League rivals. And, look, we all want to see the team, have new players added to the squad and things like this, But I'm not one of them fans that wants to see 100 million spent here and there. But just sometimes it's a little bit depressing that because sometimes we can't even find 20, 25 million or something like that. Obviously, we've got to get rid of Origi and Shaqiri. That's not happening at the moment. I think clubs are bluffing each other at the moment, trying to leave things as long as possible hoping that the club that owns the player they're trying to sign caves in and lowers the fees. That's what I think, why nothing's happening on that front at the moment. And obviously, even if we were to go out and spend money as we wanted, we've also got this situation where the non-homegrown players are taking up, all the places in the squad, the allocation or whatever. But you could sign players that don't fall into that category. Anyway, we know what Liverpool Football Club is like under Fenway Sports Group. We don't want to be getting wound up about them at the moment. But I'm sorry, just as a Liverpool fan, any window, I just don't seem to have the excitement as a fan of other clubs, obviously Man City and Chelsea, but even Arsenal. You know what I mean? Even Arsenal and United and stuff like that. Because, if you sit in a pub situation, like if you sit in a pub or, I don't know, even a restaurant, if you do that with your friends, and you start talking about football and you all support different teams and they all go, well, do you reckon we'll get Haaland then? And what about you? What about you, Dunk? And I'm like, that shut up, pass me the fucking vinegar. Do you know what I mean? Well, because if a restaurant, it don't matter. I'd just be like, oh, shut up, man. With Liverpool, they're never going to do anything like that. So it is a bit depressing, but I just thought it was funny that it said that we are the front runners for Erling Haaland, and I wanted to see, who was making those claims and why they were saying it. Obviously, there's a lot of, been a lot of discussion about players getting, new contracts and stuff like that. Again, these days when a player signs a contract to Liverpool now, it's a new signing. A player comes back from injury, it's like a new signing. A kid gets promoted, or he's going to get given a chance this year. Oh, it's like a new signing. But they're not fucking new signings, are they? You know what I'm saying, guys? All right, I said I won't get stressed. Look, there's time left yet. We're not going to be talking about that all day. Because I've addressed things a lot deeper in my in the video for those that support my channel. There was another thing I wanted to mention today. Juventus have beaten Liverpool to the signing of Brazilian starlet Caio Jorge. Never heard of him. 19 from Santos. But you know what I'm like pronouncing names. But that wasn't what I wanted to tell you. It was this one. Liverpool have hit a setback in their pursuit of Lille's Portuguese midfielder Renato Sanchez, with the 24-year-old set to miss 6 weeks with injury. So, I was wondering if maybe you were aware of that, because quite a few people are still wondering if we may do some business on that front. He's underwent successful surgery for a meniscal lesion in his right knee and is estimated to be out of action for a minimum of 6 weeks, fending off potential buyers with the window drawing to a close. Liverpool are rumoured to be in the race for the Portuguese midfielder with a £36 million price tag reportedly set by Lille. But Klopp will have to look elsewhere if he wishes to bring in a Wijnaldum replacement. So, guys, it's very quiet. There's not a lot to talk about. You can't even respond to rumours these days because you know that nothing's going to happen, I don't think, unless they get rid of these two players or maybe one of them. And I think we've already lost out on one deal already this month, or this window, should I say, because of this, because the owners won't stump up the money unless these go. And in fairness to the owners, maybe they're saying, well, we can't sign anyone unless you move some of these players out to free places in your squad, So we'll have to wait and see. There's still time left. I'm getting a bit squeaky bum, yes. But we shall see. Well, kids, now listen. I was going to say, now listen. All I wanted to talk to you about actually was Erling Haaland. I mean, he's a phenomenal player, but his agent's also a bit of a cocksucker. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think that would ever. Guys, come on, front runners. Liverpool. When are Liverpool ever the front runners to sign anyone? Do you know what I mean? Look, I know we've got off to a good start, and trust me, I want this transfer window to close as soon as possible, because when this transfer window closes, we can do what we do best then, and we can get stressed about the football because we'll be watching the football. So, come the end of the window and that slam shut. Did you hear that? I thought it was thunder. I think it was a motorbike. When the window slams shut, whether we've done business or not, it's irrelevant. It's like, boom, finished, right, let's just watch the fucking football. And then we'll just worry about things in January again. Now, I know the manager says he's happy with his squad and all that, but I don't fucking believe him, do you? But then again, he's not going to lie, is he? But he didn't look very happy with his squad earlier this year. And we've lost players, we've lost, Wijnaldum's gone, so we're freeing up places. It's just the typical, way that we do things. And look, if we don't do anything and it's all hunky-dory and fine, right, come the end of the season, then fine. Brilliant. But when we start getting a couple of injuries, those people that are now going, we're all right, the boss says we're all right with this squad, we're fine. See how they react in a few months' time, if something goes pear-shaped, you know what I'm saying? I want to be like happy and jovial, you know me. Well, I'm at chubby cheeks, I want to be smiling, right? But, you've just got to, I just think we need see some activity, because as a fan at the moment, I'm really fed up. So I did enjoy, obviously I'm glad the football's back. I'm glad it started again. The fans are in the stadium. That's great, but I can't help but think that I'm just seeing these other clubs around us doing all the business, and we're like, we can't do anything to get rid of Origi or Shaqiri. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what do you think? Do you think we are the front runners for Haaland? That's what I want to know. All right, guys. Listen, I hope you're all right. I'm here every day as normal. There's just not a lot to discuss, as you know. To be honest, I don't like it when it's like that. I prefer to be busy. Even if I'm stressed out making videos, bringing on that triple heart attack or whatever, I still like to churn out videos. And at the moment, we haven't got nothing to talk about. And I feel like I've been saying that for years, man. So, let's see. We'll see what happens. All right, I think I'm going to do a podcast today. I think so. Don't know what we're going to talk about. But I should do one really. Alright guys, so I'm still here. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment. I love your comments. You see, I read every single comment that gets posted. I know I can't reply to all of them, but I do like to see what you're thinking and where you are mentality wise. Are you happy with our business this window? Are you confident? Are you just like, no, do you know what? I think we're alright. I think we've got a perfectly good squad that's capable of doing it. Or are you a bit like me where you think, yeah, we've got a good squad, but it would be nice to have some fresh blood in there just to keep people under pressure, different options and things like that? Or are you totally like, get rid of them American, are you like thinking that? And are you sat there thinking, no, we are definitely going to sign Haaland in the next 10 days or so, absolutely, because we are the front runners. What do you think, guys? Leave me a comment, give us something to talk about, and hopefully we'll be speaking again real soon.